What's up, YouTube? It's me, Arthur, aka the Indie Comics Guy. Today I want to talk to you about Dark Crisis. And the question that's on a lot of people's minds, including my own, is do people care? Do people care about Dark Crisis? Is it something that comic book fans are looking forward to? Is it something that people are like,
yay, Dark Crisis, we can't wait!
do people care about Dark Crisis? It's a simple question. Now, before we can answer that, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you can watch more videos by me and my chat nerds. It's that simple. So, before we answer this question, do people care about Dark Crisis? I'm going to give a brief rundown about all things Crisis related when it comes to DC Comics. Then we'll circle back to the question. Maybe we'll have an answer by then. If there's going to be a reboot or a soft reboot, DC will slap the word Crisis on it and boom, it is what it is. It has to be really hard to be a writer at DC Comics because of all these crisis-related events where you don't know which character you're writing in, which Earth they're from, and their history, what counts, what doesn't count. It gets very, very complicated. So, brief rundown of Crisis. Let's see. My chat nerds, correct me if I get any of this wrong. I grew up a big Marvel head. I tried to do some research for this video, so definitely correct me if I'm wrong. But here's my rundown of the Crisis, real quick. Crisis on Earth 3. We meet the crime syndicate for the first time. And this whole big thing like, oh, y'all are evil counterparts of us and blah, 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 blah. So that was the first Crisis. Crisis on Earth 3. Then we had Crisis on Earth Prime. Crime Syndicate was back again. Now, the one that a lot of fans, even people who aren't big followers of DC Comics, know about is Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's when the whole DC Universe got its first big reboot. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Then we had Zero Hour. Crisis in Time. Another reboot. No. Then we had Identity Crisis. That one made me a bit uncomfortable. It was about elongated man's wife and there was sexual assault. It was very weird. Very weird. A lot of people, they kind of skipped Identity Crisis. Then we had Infinite Crisis. Infinite Crisis I actually liked. It was a good story. But yes, there was another reboot. And a lot of people died. Wonder Woman was like, yo, I ain't taking this from none of y'all. I got this pointy thing and I'm going to use it. It's crazy. Infinite Crisis was good. What came after Infinite Crisis was not good. Then we had Final Crisis. We thought we were done. Thought we were done with the Crisis. We were wrong. Then they had Heroes in Crisis, which really kind of destroyed Wally West as the Flash. Like, they deliberately went out of their way to make Wally West like this serial killer type character. It was crazy. 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 Then they were like, okay, let's retire the word crisis for a minute. Then they had the Dark Metal, Dark Universe. That was a good story. Dragged on for a long time. But the end results were, you guessed it, a reboot. Now we're approaching Final Crisis. Final Crisis is here. The Justice League is dead. Crazy part is they tried to mirror the whole Death of Superman thing and it just fell flat. No one believes that DC is gonna kill off Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the rest of the Justice League. Hell, they even put John Stewart Green Lantern in there. He just became a literal god. That's a dead god. Nobody believes these characters are dead. And this is their big marketing push. Would
a legacy hero step up? Would a legacy hero step up?
Yeah. We know they're going to step up. They have no choice. Who's going to join the Justice League? The road to Dark Crisis, number one, was trash. It was like a reaction video on YouTube, but a more depressing one, without all the funny commentary. What is the Dark Crisis even about? Apparently, you have this entity, the Great Darkness. Love the name, DC. Very creative there. The Great Darkness. Apparently, it is responsible for all the crises, whatever, that have happened over the years. The Justice League is dead. All the legacy characters have to step it up. Will they be able to rise to the challenge? It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z. You take Goku and Vegeta off the table, you rely on Krillin and Yamcha to save the day. Not gonna happen. We know Goku's gonna come in at the end for the win and save the day. So even if these legacy characters do step up, we know that during this process, somebody has to bring back the Justice League. How? If they're even dead. Remember, we are dealing with DC Comics. You have multiple planets, 52 of them, different dimensions, different versions of these characters. What will the Justice League look like when all is said and done? That's what I want to know. Because you're going to have this temporary Justice League team put together, composed of these legacy characters. Then after the storyline is done, they're going to go their separate ways. You think Batman and Aquaman are just going to permanently retire from the Justice League? I think not. But it's just my little theory. Legacy characters are going to come very close to beating the Great Darkness. Then the Justice League is going to somehow magically show up and save the day. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. But then again, I could be right. But you have another scenario. What if the legacy characters do beat the Great Darkness? It's a follow-up storyline. Where is the Justice League? And they go in search of the Justice League and figure out, hey, they're not dead. They're in this other dimension, pocket dimension. Someone has to save them. Could be a good storyline. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, I talked to a lot of creators and fans, and there's no excitement around this crisis. There's no excitement from a good majority of people that I personally talk to. People you talk to may be excited. You may be excited. If you're excited about this event, let me know in the comments. If you're just kind of like, on the fence about it, again, let me know in the comments. I want to know what your thoughts are regarding the Dark Crisis. Any theories you might have regarding it. And just any theories you may have regarding it. And, again, why do you think there's no buzz surrounding Dark Crisis? Anyway, that's it for this video. Like, subscribe. I'm the Indie Comic Book Guy. Mwah. Peace twice. See you in the next video.